Life sometimes strikes a woman where it hurts the most. When you look in the mirror, you see not only your face, but also the weariness that the years have placed upon you. Sometimes your heart is broken, sometimes your dreams are shattered. And in that moment you ask yourself, am I truly valuable? The moment you can ask that question is actually the beginning of realizing the greatest power hidden within you, because beauty is not in how others see you, but in how you see yourself. Even on days when the world is cruel to you, you must learn to protect your own light. Most women seek beauty only externally, in expensive creams, flashy dresses, the approval of others. But true beauty is not found there. True beauty is hidden in your upright posture, in the energy radiating from your sincere smile, in the small details of the care you show yourself. When a woman remembers her own self-worth, she becomes captivating even in her simplest form. And that is why beauty is never an accident. It is the result of conscious choices, habits, and determination. Now I want you to do something small. Write just this sentence in the comments. True beauty begins within me. Because when everyone writes the same sentence, the comments under this video will show the collective power of women like you. You will be reminding yourself and empowering other women. If you're ready, let's begin. 1. Take care of your hair and maintain it regularly. A woman's hair is often a reflection of her soul. It is one of the first details that catches the eye when looking at someone, and sometimes it leaves a powerful impression on the mind all by itself. Messy, damaged and unkempt hair often conveys a sense of depleted life energy. On the other hand, shiny, vibrant and well-groomed hair reflects not only beauty, but also a woman's attitude towards life. A woman who takes care of herself sends the message, I am valuable, to those around her. Hair care is not just an aesthetic issue. Deep down, it is a silent but most effective sign of self-respect and self-confidence. Many women neglect their hair in the hustle and bustle of life. Between the rush to get to work in the morning, the never-ending chores at home, and the responsibilities of children, hair is often left until last. But remember, even 5 minutes of care you devote to yourself has the power to change both your spirit and your appearance. Because touching your hair is not just about fixing your strands, it is about touching your own being. For women, hair has been a symbol of freedom, attractiveness and identity throughout history. To ignore it is like ignoring a part of your own soul. You don't need to think of hair care as a luxury or a laborious ritual. Sometimes a natural mask once a week, regularly trimming the ends, or using a heat-protective product is enough. These are easy, achievable steps with a big impact. Remember that no matter how complicated life gets, small habits make you stronger and more beautiful. Showing your hair a little care in front of the mirror today will transform you into a more energetic, more confident person tomorrow. In fact, women's beauty is hidden most in the sum of these small but consistent choices. Hair is not just part of your appearance, it is a powerful language that expresses women's moods. A bold cut can signal a new beginning. Long, wavy hair radiates softness and warmth, while a short, clean cut can be a sign of determination and a strong stance. Therefore, the shape you give your hair is actually the message you send to yourself and the world. When a woman neglects her hair, she loses not only her appearance but also some of her inner energy. But when she takes care of it, this energy radiates around her like light. Natural and healthy hair is always more attractive than artificial hair. No matter how expensive the products or colorful dyes used, the simplicity and freshness that comes with naturalness takes precedence over everything else. Natural oils, herbal shampoos, and chemical-free care methods are actually the most effective secret. When most women establish a regular small care routine, They can both preserve the youthfulness of their hair and achieve a glowing appearance in any environment. This is not complicated, it is simply a straightforward step that requires consistency. Taking care of your hair is actually taking care of your own life, because when a woman looks at her hair, she sees not only her strands, but also her own value, strength, and beauty. And when you develop this habit, everyone around you notices it. Your friends, your partner, people in your work environment, they all consciously or unconsciously feel your energy. So ask yourself today, am I truly reflecting my worth? If the answer is no, start with your hair. Because your hair is your crown. Don't be ashamed to wear your crown. Instead, be proud of it. By the way, if you like the video and subscribe to our channel, you'll be supporting me in the most effective way. 2. Standing tall and walking with graceful posture. A woman's beauty is not only in her face, her makeup, or her clothes. The quietest but most effective beauty secret lies in her posture. A woman who walks with slumped shoulders and a hunched back conveys a message of insecurity to those around her, no matter how beautifully she is dressed. On the other hand, a woman who stands tall, pulls her shoulders back, and lifts her head says, "I am here, I am strong and beautiful," without even needing to speak. This is one of the most powerful habits that catches everyone's eye, but is often overlooked. Life often wears us down. Problems, stress, and losses weigh on our shoulders, and without realizing it, we slump our bodies. It may be possible to hide the lines of fatigue on a woman's face, but she cannot hide the message her body sends. Standing tall is actually a challenge to life. No matter how broken or how hard you've been pushed, when you lift your head and walk tall, you tell those around you one thing: I'm not giving up. That's why standing tall is not just a physical movement. It is the determination of the spirit to remain standing. Applying this to your life is much easier than you think. Remind yourself a few times a day. Pull your shoulders back, lift your head, pull your stomach in slightly. This little reminder will become a habit as the days go by. As you begin to stand a little straighter each time, you will feel more confident and radiate a completely different energy to the outside world. You don't need expensive creams or major changes to enhance your beauty. Sometimes just correcting your posture can transform you into a completely different person. Remember, people recognize you by your body before they recognize you by your words. The way you walk, enter a room, or sit says more about you than words ever could. A woman who stands tall is perceived as a strong woman. A woman who walks with grace commands respect in any setting. That's why standing tall not only enhances your beauty, but also multiplies the impact you have on others, because grace is most evident in body language. Standing tall is also the secret to good health. It supports your spine, opens your breathing, and boosts your energy. In other words, it strengthens both your inner power and your outer appearance at the same time. Women often chase cosmetic solutions, but what they forget is this: true beauty begins with carrying your body correctly. When a woman walks upright, she doesn't have to hide her age because she already radiates a youthful energy. Beauty is hidden in the way a woman carries herself. No matter how expensive your clothes are, if your posture isn't upright, nothing can complete you. But when you hold your head high and walk, even the simplest outfit will shine on you. So make a promise to yourself. From today onwards, throw your shoulders back, hold your head high, and take your place on the stage of life. Because a woman's true beauty begins with her posture. 3. Use a clean, natural, but effective perfume. A woman is often noticed by her scent rather than her appearance when she enters a room, because scent is the emotion that lives longest in human memory. Even years later, it is often a person's scent that reminds us of a memory or a person. That's why choosing the right perfume is not only the most powerful way to enhance your beauty, but also to leave a lasting impression. A well-chosen scent says more than words ever could. It is an invisible signature that makes people remember you and miss you. A woman's scent is her silent power. Overly intense and suffocating perfumes can sometimes be off-putting, but a clean, natural and effective scent makes you mysterious and elegant. Floral, powdery or light oriental notes reflect femininity in the most elegant way. People associate you with your scent and feel your presence even when you're not there. Imagine someone walking down the street years later, smelling your perfume, and the first thing that comes to mind is you. This is the most lasting form of beauty. Wearing perfume is not a luxury, it is a small but very powerful habit. A few drops on your wrist or hair before leaving home in the morning will make you feel different all day long. This habit is not difficult at all. On the contrary, it is the easiest beauty secret to apply, but has the greatest impact. Because scent is not only for others, it is also a source of motivation for you. Smelling good alleviates the fatigue of the day and makes you feel more powerful. What most women often fail to realize is this: perfume is the most invisible yet most complementary part of your appearance. No matter how much care you take with your hair, skin and clothes, something will be missing unless you blend in with your scent. Yet the right scent is the final touch that completes your beauty. It makes people feel good when they are around you. That is why perfume is necessary not only to smell good, but also for the energy you radiate to those around you. Scent actually reflects your character and spirit. Vanilla represents warmth and femininity. Citrus represents freshness, energy and vitality. Woody notes represent mystery and depth. The perfume you choose is actually a silent language that describes who you are. The impression you leave on people's minds is reinforced by your scent. That's why choosing your perfume consciously is part of your beauty. A simple, clean but effective perfume will always set you apart from others. A woman's beauty lies not only in her appearance, but also in the feeling she leaves behind. If you want to create an aura that is remembered even when you are not there, choose your scent wisely. It may seem like a detail, but it is actually one of the things that makes you unforgettable. Remember, everyone forgets your face or your clothes over time, but your scent is etched into people's minds. And that is why using the right perfume is one of the simplest yet most effective habits that beautify a woman. 4. Develop a gentle but assertive communication style. A woman's beauty is not only in her face or her clothes, but also in the words that come out of her mouth. Her tone of voice, her choice of words, her manner of speaking, all leave a lasting impression on the person opposite her. Speaking gently, empathizing, and truly listening to the other person makes you elegant and commanding respect. But the most critical point here is this: being gentle never means compromising. True beauty arises from the combination of refinement and clearly defined boundaries. A woman's ability to say no is a sign of her true strength. Because a woman who cannot say no slowly erodes her own beauty and value. Being able to stand your ground without hurting the other person, but also without letting yourself be trampled on, this is the sharpest form of elegance and the greatest power. A polite but firm communication style makes you both loved and respected. In the eyes of others, such a woman becomes someone who is both difficult to reach and impossible to lose. Your communication style is actually the message you send to the world. Harshness overshadows beauty, while excessive softness devalues it. But a woman who can strike a balance takes her beauty to a different dimension. When you speak calmly but clearly, empathetically but decisively, those around you see you not only as beautiful, but also as a powerful figure. and it is this power that creates your true appeal. Most women forget their boundaries in communication. They either remain silent or give in too much. Yet a gentle but firm attitude is a habit that can be easily applied in daily life. You can maintain this style even when thanking a stranger or warning a loved one. You don't need expensive training or great effort to do this. It is enough to incorporate it into your life step by step with awareness. Gentle but assertive communication is the invisible yet most effective accessory of beauty. Those around you will admire you and never disrespect you, because whether they realize it or not, they sense the invisible boundaries you set. This balance transforms you into more than just a woman. It makes you a source of inspiration, and such a woman leaves her mark in any environment. Sometimes the most powerful form of beauty is that calm but determined stance that needs no further explanation, and incorporating this stance into your life is much easier than you might think. If you're wondering how to apply it, stay with me until the end of this video, because the other habits I'll share shortly will complete this topic and give you a much deeper perspective. 5. Make smiling a habit and radiate positive energy. No matter how beautiful a woman is, if there is no smile on her face, that beauty is incomplete. Because a smile is the reflection of inner light. A cold, dull, and sullen face cannot look vibrant, even in the most expensive clothes. A sincere smile, however, brightens even the simplest face. When people come near you, they first sense the expression on your face, and a smiling woman is always perceived as younger, more attractive, and more trustworthy. Life is not always easy. Pain, disappointment, and fatigue are reflected on our faces, but that is where the real power lies. No matter what you go through, being able to keep smiling. I'm not talking about a fake smile. I'm talking about a smile that comes from the heart, one that settles on your face when it comes from within. That smile both heals your inner world and gives hope to those around you, because a woman's smile often has a more healing power than words. The best thing about smiling is that it's a habit anyone can easily incorporate into their life. When you look at yourself in the mirror every morning, while you're doing your work during the day, when you approach the checkout at the supermarket, that smile that lights up your face in those brief moments transforms both you and those around you. No special effort is required. With a little awareness, it is a simple but significant step you can incorporate into your life. Scientific research has also proven the effect of smiling on humans. It lowers stress hormones, strengthens the immune system, and makes you feel more psychologically balanced. So smiling is not just an external beauty, it is also a powerful weapon that supports your health. A sincere smile adds radiance to your skin, warmth to your gaze, and youth to your energy. That's why smiling is like the most natural beauty product. A woman's smile leaves an indescribable effect on people. No one can fully explain why she looks so beautiful, but everyone notices it, because a smile is an invisible aura. People find peace and feel valued when they are around a smiling woman. That is why the secret to true beauty is often hidden in a simple smile. Smiling is also a sign of a woman's self-confidence, because only a strong woman can smile even in difficult moments. This smile is never a sign of weakness. On the contrary, it is a silent but effective way of challenging life. A woman who is confident and has found her inner balance shows this with the light on her face, and that light is deeper and more lasting than any makeup could achieve. 6. Make it a habit to walk gracefully and make eye contact when speaking. A woman's beauty is not only in her face or her clothes, but also in her walk and her gaze. How you take your steps and how you look people in the eye actually tells them who you are. A graceful walk is the quietest sign of feminine power. The balance and grace you display with every step conveys the message, "I am confident in myself" to those around you. That is why your walk is not just a movement, but a reflection of your personality. Eye contact conveys more than words. If a woman looks into the eyes of the person she is talking to, that person feels valued. But if you avert your gaze or constantly look at the ground, this is perceived as a sign of insecurity. Yet a determined but gentle gaze instantly elevates you to a whole new level. People trust you and feel comfortable around you, because your gaze becomes a mirror of your strength and beauty in their eyes. A confident stride or strong eye contact doesn't require much effort. These are simple habits that anyone can easily incorporate into their life. Walking a little slower and more consciously, making an effort to look into the eyes of the person you are talking to. These are all small but significant changes. When most women gain this awareness, they command more respect from those around them and exude a more attractive aura. Remember, people often remember you for your walk without even realizing it. Those graceful steps you leave behind when you exit a room attract attention wherever you go. Similarly, a glance often leaves a deeper impression than any lengthy speech you might give. So, if you want to enhance your beauty, you must learn to trust your steps and your eyes. An elegant walk is the outward expression of your inner strength, because the steps of a woman who lacks self-confidence are also uncertain, but the walk of a woman who knows herself carries a quiet leadership. The same applies to your gaze. A determined and sincere gaze makes you both elegant and unforgettable. That's why one of the most powerful aspects of your beauty is how you look and how you walk. A woman's true charm is often hidden in small details: the fluidity of her walk, the depth of her gaze. These cannot be achieved with makeup or clothing, but you can easily incorporate this habit into your life by paying attention to your steps every day and communicating with people without hiding your eyes when you speak. And then your beauty becomes a power that radiates not only from the outside, but from within. 7. Take regular care of your skin. The purest and most lasting reflection of a woman's beauty is hidden in her skin. Makeup, lighting effects, or filters can give a short-lived glow, but true radiance comes from healthy skin. Your skin is a mirror of your lifestyle. It is the most honest reflection of your sleepless nights, stressful days, the water you drink, the food you eat, and the time you devote to yourself. Smooth, moisturized, and vibrant skin makes a woman beautiful without her having to do anything. The biggest mistake women make is putting off skincare, yet a few simple habits will pay off in youthfulness and freshness for the rest of your life. Using a moisturizer daily, applying sunscreen, cleansing your skin before bed. These aren't laborious rituals, just small steps that take minutes, but their effects will set you apart from others for years to come. The care you give your skin reflects the value you place on yourself. Skincare does not mean expensive products. Natural oils, masks you can make at home, or simple but regular cleansing are often the most effective solutions. Nourishing your skin with natural ingredients like coconut oil, argan oil, and aloe vera. Choosing clean, chemical-free products makes you look both natural and elegant. That's why you should see skincare not as a luxury, but as an essential part of your daily life. Remember, skin is not just about appearance. It also reflects your energy. A tired, neglected, and dull complexion makes you feel like your soul is tired too. On the other hand, a vibrant and radiant complexion reveals your faith in life and the value you place on yourself. When people meet you, they notice the glow of your skin more than the expression on your face. Because true beauty shines most brightly in its natural state. Taking care of your skin is an act of kindness towards yourself. Seeing a smooth and vibrant face in the mirror at the end of the day gives you strength. not only physically, but also spiritually. Seeing yourself looking good boosts your self-confidence, and this confidence is reflected in your gaze, your smile, and your energy. That is why skincare is one of the simplest yet most powerful habits that enhance beauty. And know that starting these small habits today will transform you into a completely different person in the future. Because the care you give your skin will keep you looking young, radiant, and elegant for years to come. So keep this in mind for now. When combined with the other habits I'll share shortly, you'll see the bigger picture that completes your beauty much more clearly. 8. Having well-groomed and natural-looking hands, nails. A woman's hands reveal far more about her than she might think. When shaking hands, touching someone, writing, or speaking, her hands are always in plain sight. Smooth, well-groomed and natural-looking hands are the most subtle yet effective sign of a woman's elegance. Most people think of the face or hair when they think of beauty, but in fact, hands are the silent ambassadors of femininity. Taking care of them is not only a reflection of one's appearance, but also of one's character. Neglected and tired-looking hands often convey the message to those around you that I don't value myself enough. Yet, moisturized, soft and smooth hands convey warmth, confidence and aesthetic harmony to those around you. Most women unconsciously neglect their hands, but changing this habit is much easier than you might think. Taking a few minutes each day to apply a simple cream can make a difference. Nails are also a small but powerful part of beauty. Natural and clean nails, rather than exaggerated, artificial-looking ones, highlight a woman's elegance. A simple weekly care routine, including filing and moisturizing, makes hands look much more well-groomed. These small habits do not require expensive treatments. Just a few short moments regularly set aside for yourself are enough. And these moments offer you a beauty gift with a great return. Every movement you make with your hands is actually like your invisible signature. How you hold a pen, how you lift your coffee, how you use gestures when you speak. All of these tell the people around you about you. That's why elegant, well-groomed hands convey a powerful message. Because beauty is not limited to the face. Your hands are a detail that completes the elegance of your entire being. A woman's hands also reflect her state of mind. Cracked, dry and tired hands bear the traces of life's weariness. Soft, vibrant and well-groomed hands, on the other hand, are a mirror of the kindness you show yourself. Without even realizing it, people sense your inner world by looking at your hands. Therefore, neglecting hand care actually overshadows an important part of your beauty. Taking regular care of your hands and nails is not a difficult or complicated task. On the contrary, it is a small routine that anyone can easily incorporate into their life. But these small steps make your beauty more complete, more whole, and more eye-catching. Because a woman's true elegance lies in the smallest details. Do not neglect your hands, because they are your silent but most powerful beauty secret. 9. Develop a clothing style that suits you and always look well-groomed. A woman's beauty is often hidden not in her clothes, but in the way she wears them. Fashion comes and goes, but a woman who has found her own style always leaves a lasting impression. Wearing clothes that don't fit you or suit you makes you look ordinary, but creating a style that reflects your soul and suits you makes you both special and unforgettable. Your clothes are your silent language, the first step in introducing yourself to others. Every woman should ask herself this question: what does my style say about me? Clothes chosen simply because they are fashionable, but do not reflect you, will only condemn you to disappear in the crowd. Yet a style that suits you is more powerful than expensive clothes. When you wear even the simplest dress in your own style, people see your beauty not in your clothes, but in you. Because what truly matters is revealing your personality and elegance. Looking well-groomed is actually a sign of respect for the person you are meeting. A messy and careless appearance overshadows even your strongest words. But a neat, clean and tidy appearance makes you valuable even before you speak. That's why you shouldn't underestimate your appearance. Incorporating this into your life is much easier than you might think. Choosing your clothes carefully, putting together simple but coordinated outfits, taking time for yourself. These are all small steps in your daily life, but they have a big impact. Your style of dress is the most visible reflection of your self-confidence. A woman who is confident in herself shows it no matter what she wears. But a woman who hides her confidence and dresses according to others' tastes will always feel incomplete. That's why you should define your style according to your own spirit, not according to others' eyes. Your style should be your personal signature, because fashion changes, but your style makes you unique. Clothes don't just cover your body, they also tell your story. When people see you, they first read who you are from your appearance. Colors, patterns, fabric choices, they are all reflections of your soul. That's why every woman should be able to say, "This is who I am," with her own style. This expression is the strongest supporter of beauty. A woman's beauty requires wholeness. A style that harmonizes with your hair, your gaze, your smile, makes you not only chic, but also elegant. There is no need for exaggeration. What matters is harmony, order, and the reflection of the care you show yourself in every detail. Because a well-groomed appearance transforms beauty into a power that is felt not only with the eyes, but also with the heart. 10. Being able to remain calm and maintain your grace in times of crisis. A woman's true beauty is revealed most in difficult moments, because times of crisis are when masks fall away and the true personality is revealed. No matter how beautiful someone may appear, if they panic, give in to anger, or lose their composure, they lose all their radiance in that moment. But a woman who maintains her calm and does not compromise her gentle demeanor becomes a source of reassurance for those around her. This is the most mature and profound form of beauty. Life doesn't always go as planned. Sometimes things fall apart. Sometimes people disappoint you. And sometimes you feel like the whole world is against you. In these moments, most people either give in to anger or remain silent in helplessness. Yet a woman's strength reveals itself in times of crisis. Her calmness, measured words, and graceful demeanor give her a completely different aura, even when viewed from the outside. This aura illuminates her beauty not only on her face, but throughout her entire being. Staying calm is a habit that can be learned. Taking a breath, pausing for a few seconds to think, speaking consciously rather than reacting impulsively. These are small steps that make a big difference. No woman is naturally calm in every situation, but every woman can train herself. This habit can easily become part of your daily life, because crises are inevitable, but how you react to them is your choice. This is where grace comes in. Grace is not just about dressing smartly or looking beautiful. It is also about maintaining your politeness even in difficult moments. People feel safe around such a woman. Those around her find peace in her calmness. That is why grace is the silent but most effective power in moments of crisis. A woman is remembered for how she behaves in a crisis. Remember, true beauty comes from patience and self-discipline. Remaining calm rather than shouting, acting with grace rather than anger, makes a woman truly unique. This habit enhances not only her beauty, but also her success in every area of her life. Because a calm woman is a woman who finds solutions, and a woman who finds solutions shines light on both herself and her surroundings. Being able to remain graceful in moments of crisis makes a woman unforgettable. People remember not what she wore, but how she behaved in a difficult moment. Your beauty lies in this remembrance. And when you incorporate this habit into your life, no storm can break you. It only makes you stronger and more beautiful. A woman's beauty is not just the reflection she sees in the mirror. True beauty emerges from the care you show your hair, the smile on your face, the grace you carry in your walk, and the serenity you hold in your heart. Beauty is not gained through expensive clothes or temporary makeup. It is defined by the respect you show yourself, the discipline you bring to your life, and the energy that radiates from your soul. Remember, you are beautiful not only for the eyes of others, but for the peace of your own soul. The love you feel when you touch your hands, look at your hair, see your face in the mirror, is the source of the light you spread to the world. When a woman loves herself and takes care of herself, everything around her becomes more meaningful. Because the more you value yourself, the more life values you. And these habits make you not just a beautiful woman, but an inspiring woman. Don't let anyone dim your elegance, your strength, your light. Your beauty is a treasure that deepens with the passing years. Protect it, nurture it, and carry it with pride. Because whether you realize it or not, you are a woman who empowers others, instills hope, and makes the world a more beautiful place. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like and subscribe. Take care of yourself, and see you in the next video. Remember, a woman is someone who has the power to change the world. Boldly forge your own path and savor every moment.